Hello everyone, it's great to have you back for our latest video. In our previous session, we uncovered the process behind the scenes that leads to the creation of APK files. Today, we're diving deeper into an intriguing topic, the generation of DEX files using command line techniques. DEX files hold a pivotal role within an Android app. They possess immense value for not only developers but also for individuals engaged in security assessments like attackers or penetration testers. In our journey of reverse engineering, we frequently encountered DEX files. To demystify this crucial aspect, let's explore how these DEX files are actually crafted during the app development process. And here's the exciting part: we'll perform this exploration through command line operations. By doing so, we'll gain a more comprehensive understanding as we meticulously dissect each step. To provide a visual overview, take a glance at this diagram. It outlines the high-level process through which .dex files come into existence. Let's kick off by crafting a basic Java program to initiate the process. This is the Java code that achieves a basic task. It prints the message "Welcome to Android penetration testing" on the console. Make sure to save this code as a file named androidpentest.java. This is our starting point as we journey into the process. Now, let's proceed with compiling the Java file. However, it's crucial to keep in mind what I've mentioned earlier: avoid using the latest Java compiler. This is because using a higher version of the JDK could lead to creating a .class file that's incompatible when compiling a DEX file. The initial compilation process for Java code intended for Android closely resembles that of traditional Java files. We'll utilize the Java C compiler. To compile the Java file, execute the command javac and then mention the file name. Once this step is complete, you'll have a .class file ready. These class files usually contain standard JVM bytecodes. To give you a glimpse, here's a section that reveals the disassembled structure of our ongoing class file. To run these class files, you can use the Java command followed by the class name. This will let you directly experience their functionality. As demonstrated, you'll witness the output, "Welcome to Android penetration testing," displayed in the output console. However, it's important to note that this class file can't be executed directly on an Android device. This is because Android has its own distinct bytecode format known as DALVIC. This format consists of machine code instructions specifically designed for Android. Hence, the next phase involves converting this class file into a DEX file format. For this, we'll employ the D8 tool, which can be found in the Build Tools directory of your Android SDK path. Before running the D8 tool, we need to compress the class file. Use zip command followed by the output zip file name and the class file name. To generate the DEX file from the aforementioned class file, first, navigate to the Build Tools directory. Now, open a terminal from here and execute the following command in the terminal. After running this command, you should unzip the resulting output to access the generated DEX file. If you open this file using a text editor like Mousepad, you'll encounter the contents in an encrypted text format. With our preparations complete, we can proceed to execute this file on the Android emulator. Let's place this file into the data/local/tmp directory and run it there. To transfer the file onto the emulator, use the command adb push, mention the DEX file, and then mention the path of tmp directory. As you can see, the file has been successfully transferred to the device. This file can be executed using dalvik VM from the command line. To execute the file, run adb shell dalvik VM-cp, mention the path to DEX file, and then mention the class name. These steps encompass the entire process of building DEX files from the command line. In our upcoming video, we will delve into fundamental concepts that drive the Android ecosystem. Our topics will include comprehending the zygote process, the mechanism governing app initiation on Android, and demystifying terms like garbage collection, ART, Android runtime, Android JIT compilation, and Dalvik VM. If you have any doubts or queries, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. Your feedback is valuable to us.